Hello beautiful and welcome to day 4 of this 7-day prenatal Pilates challenge. Today's focus is on hip mobility and then hip stability. We all know how important our pelvis is during your prenatal journey, so we are going to really open them up and feel expansive into our pelvis and then give them the love that they need to get you onto the next class. What you will need before we get started is a Pilates ball, a Pilates ring, and a little lacrosse ball or a tennis ball. If you don't have either of these two, no problems. Can you just grab a rolled up towel and a squishy pillow and you'll be good to go. We are going to be starting with the lacrosse ball today. So lacrosse ball or tennis ball, anything you can get your hands on. Because during your second trimester, your hips are going to start to get relatively tight. Because of all of the new hormones flowing through your body is trying to get your pelvis to relax and open up in preparation for babe coming earthside. But your muscles are also trying to pull in quite tightly for this like tug of war situation. With the hormones coming in to relax the body, muscles trying to freak out and hold and gain some stability. So we're going to be using this ball. First, I want you to sit on the ball. We're going to be doing your left glute first. So if you want to sit just onto the left glute only, and we're just going to be rolling side to side. So we're almost trying to aim towards your tailbone is where we start. We never go onto the tailbone, so I'm just north of my tailbone, and then we're going to roll the hips all the way so the ball comes to the side there. You may already start to feel some tightness, but we're just trying to loosen up the glute max here a little bit before we get deep into our hip external rotators. So we're rocking all the way over to the side. You will feel bones along the way. I don't want you to be putting the lacrosse ball or tennis ball on any of these bony landmarks. So we've got your hip bone here, and then we've also got your sit bone back here, and then we've got your tailbone further inside. So those 3 bony landmarks, we don't want to be rolling over. It's very important that you don't roll over any of those bones because there are some bursa sacs there, which are sacs of fluid. And if we keep rolling over them, we're going to irritate them, they're going to get inflamed, and then we're going to have bigger problems. Okay, so now what I want you to do is stay on that left glute. We're going to come into some external rotation here. If this is just out of the question for you, you can bring that foot further away and see if you can bring that leg on top or drop it out to the side. Basically what we're trying to do with this external rotation is we get glute max out of the way and now we can go deeper. So now we're coming into finding your piriformis muscle. You should be able to feel it immediately if it's tight, which yours most likely will be. And I just want you to hold this for 3 big breaths. Exhale, relax, stay on that one spot. So I'm slightly off to the side here, off to the left. Inhale. Exhale, relax. And one more big breath in. And then you can come off that glute, give that leg a little bit of a shake, and then come to that right glute. So sitting just off your sit bone, or off your tailbone. And then we're going to be rolling side to side just to release some of those muscles, not to give them too much of a fright, especially if you're doing a lot of sitting at the moment. If you're still working and you have a sitting job, this is going to be fantastic for you. All the way to the side there. It may be a little bit more uncomfortable to the side and then come back to the center. And then let's go one more all the way out to the side. That's getting into your glute med, which is a muscle that we're going to be working on today. So pick your variation. Pop that foot over the knee. And then we're going to go again, all the way out to the side. Find that sticky piriformis. I've got mine right here. And we're going to hold for 3 big breaths. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Relax your glute over the ball. Inhale again. Exhale, relax. And one more. Big inhale. And exhale. Come on off that ball. We're going to pop this ball away for good. Come have a stand, and we're going to come into our roll downs. Check in with the body, see how it's feeling. We're going to go for 2 big warm-ups today. So big reach all the way up to the ceiling, slight extension of your mid-back. Exhale, chin to chest, soft knees. And we're checking in on the body. See how it's feeling from our last class. See how it's feeling for the morning, if this is your AM, for the night, if this is your PM. Big breath in. And now exhale, rolling back up. Nice and slowly. Let your tailbone lead. Head comes last. We'll get a beautiful stretch through all your nerves in the back. Open up the shoulders. Big breath in. Exhale, chin to chest. We roll down. Nice and slowly. Find your bottom. Inhale. And exhale, rolling back up. Take your time here, please. Keep your chin to chest. Feel that extra nerve stretch. Roll through the shoulders, palms forward, and placing the head on top. Beautiful. We're going to come all the way down, and I want you to walk yourself out. Keep your hips high. 2 high heels. We're going to release these calves. So 1 heel down, and then 2 heels up. 1 heel down, 2 heels up. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Big breath in. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, lower. 1 more each side. And 1 more on the left. Beautiful. Awesome. Coming down onto your knees, we're going to come into a beautiful thread the needle. So what I want you to do, you can use your ball or you can use your foam roller. My right hand comes under my left. I'm going to take a big reach across the ball so I get some nice rotation, looking up towards the ceiling. Big breath in here. Exhale, coming up. And again, exhale to reach across. Press into that ball, look up to the ceiling, inhale. Exhale, coming back. That should give you a nice stretch across the shoulder blades, especially if you're pressing and reaching into that right ball. Inhale. And then exhale, coming up. And let's change sides. So left hand comes onto the ball, palm towards the ceiling. Right elbow stays relaxed. Big reach away, look up to the ceiling, feel a stretch in that left side. Inhale, expand the rib cage. Exhale, coming back. And again, exhale, reach. Inhale. Exhale, coming back. And 1 more, big reach. Inhale. And exhale, coming back. Fantastic. Beautiful work. Okay, we're going to get into a good glute session today. So if you want to come onto your side. Now, this ball can come under your belly if you are showing quite a lot. So basically, it just rests underneath and it supports your stomach. Or you can use a pillow as well for this exercise. So this is not something unfamiliar to anyone in this class. What I want you to do is really lift up your waist. We're trying to create a nice gap between our waist and the floor. The pressure points is your rib cage and then also your hip. So let's bring this foot in line with the pelvis. We're going to reach forward. That's your inhale. Exhale, I want you to flex your foot back and squeeze your glutes. Inhale, reaching forwards. Exhale, pelvic floor, transverse abdominals, lift up, bub, squeeze the glute back. Hips and ribs stay exactly where they are. We're getting no like snaky kind of movements with our upper body. Inhale and exhale. Let's call that 4. Big breath in and exhale. 5. You should really feel that glute max as your leg starts to come in line with your hip here and squeeze. 6. Inhale, release, babe. Exhale, pelvic floor, transverse abdominals, lift up, bub. 8. Inhale, breathe into your pelvic floor. Exhale, lift away from it. 9. Inhale. Exhale. 10. Beautiful. We're going to control down as you inhale. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, torso stays completely still. Exhale, pelvic floor, transverse abdominals, lift up, bub. 2. Exhale. 3. Big breath in. Exhale. 4. Remember, this is a prenatal class, so we want to be doing our belly hugging breathing. Let's go 3 more. Big breath in. Exhale. 3. Inhale. 2. 1 more. Beautiful. Okay, we are going to come into fish out of water. So 2 feet are going to come up into the air. These feet stay where they are. Big breath in. Exhale, top knee opens up. Inhale. This is getting into that piriformis that we just stretched out. 2. Big breath in. Exhale, pelvic floor and core lifts up, bub. 3. 4. Big breath into your pelvic floor. Exhale, lift away from it. 5. Exhale. 6. Big breath in. Exhale, keep those 2 feet lifted. 7. 8. Keep your waist lifted if you can. Exhale. 9. And 1 more here. Exhale. 10. And then gently place the feet down. You can give that glute a little bit of a punch. Make sure it's nice and relaxed. And then we're going to change sides and strengthen the other guy out. So remembering, pillow or the ball comes under the belly to support if you are showing quite a lot. If you're comfortable without, by all means, make sure your ribs and your hips are connected to the floor only, nothing with your waist. So big inhalation, reaching forwards. Exhale, we're squeezing back into that glute. Big reach forwards. And exhale for 2. Inhale. 3. Inhale, release your pelvic floor. Exhale, lift, connect and lift. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, release here. Exhale, connect and lift. Let's go for 3 more. Exhale. 3. Feel that glute max right at the end. Inhale. Exhale. And squeeze that glute max now. 1 more. Holding here. We're controlling down for the inhale. Release, babe. Exhale, connect pelvic floor. Lift up, bub. Lift your glute. Inhale. Exhale. Lift up, bub. You should feel this big wrapping up as you exhale. Wrap this way. You should really feel your left side abdominals lifting up, bub, as your leg lifts. Inhale. Relax, bub, to the floor. Exhale. lift them up. Let's go for 4 more. 4, big breath in. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 2. 1 more. Beautiful. And fish out of water. So feet are going to be in line with the hips, and then we lift them up. Feet in line with the hips. Lift through your waist, and we exhale, lift up, bub. 10. Exhale. 9. Nice and slowly. Keep your hips stacked. Exhale. 8. 7. Big breath in. Exhale. 6. 5. Halfway. Big breath in. Release, babe. Exhale. Lift. 4. Exhale. 3. Big breath in. 2. And 1 more. Beautiful. And then controlling feet down. Bring that knee all the way to the floor, and then give that glute a little bit of a tap. Wonderful. Okay, let's use this Pilates ring. So, like I said, if you don't have a Pilates ring, what I would like you to do is grab some pillows and pop them between your knees. We are going to be strengthening our inner thighs here. So, coming down onto the floor, what I want you to do, take a big breath in for me. We're going to exhale, connect your pelvic floor, transverse abdominals. We're going to lift up into a bridge. Take a big breath in here for me. Exhale, connect your pelvic floor, transverse abdominals, and now squeeze the pillow or ring. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze the pillow and the ring. We're going for 10 here. Big breath in, release your pelvic floor. Exhale, connect and lift. 3, inhale. 4, big breath in. Exhale, connect your pelvic floor, lift your pelvic floor, lift your transverse abdominals. Inhale, release. Exhale. Big inhalation. Last 2 here, big breath in. And 1 more here, please. Exhale, connect and lift up, bub. Big breath in. Exhale, we roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. And then finding your neutral pelvis. Beautiful. Take that ball or ring away, come onto your side, and then we're going to come all the way up into a sitting position. Beautiful. Okay, one more exercise I want to do with this ball is just going to strengthen our core a little bit more, just to ensure that we're avoiding that diastasis recti, okay? So we are going to be squeezing this ball, and we're going to be reaching all the way up, just as far as our elbows allow. So basically what I'm talking about here is as we squeeze the ball in, you want to keep your elbows parallel or directly underneath your wrists. And then we inhale and we control back in. Cheating looks like this. And we're reaching all the way up, and my elbows are coming all the way out to the side. We're no longer using our serratus anterior muscles, which are these finger-looking muscles on the side. So modifications, we can exhale, and we're going to lift all the way up. Again, this is a prenatal class. Pelvic floor, transverse abdominals are going to wrap and lift up, bub, as we stand to lift. Inhale, we're going to control back down. If you don't want to come up and down on your knees, you can do that just by sitting on the floor or kneeling on the floor or on your hips, and then inhale, control back down. You will feel tightness across the back. We're trying to omit our upper traps and really get into these finger muscles, okay? So we're going to finish on this exercise for 10, and then that's it for today's session. So taking a big breath in, please. We're going to exhale, connect pelvic floor, transverse abdominals, start to lift up, bub. Keep the elbows right underneath the wrists. Inhale, return. Exhale, lift up, bub. 2, inhale. I want you to really squeeze that ball or pillow that you've got. Exhale. 3, inhale, release. Breathe into your pelvic floor. Exhale, lift away from it. 4, big breath in. Exhale, connect and lift. 5, inhale, release. Long collarbones. 6, big breath in. Breathe into your pelvic floor and lift. 7, inhale. Exhale. 8, big breath in. Exhale. 9, one more. Exhale. Lift up, bub. 10, and then inhale, relaxing back down. Beautiful. Good job. Okay, so we've released your glutes. Whoops, we've strengthened your glutes, and then we've got into a little bit of your serratus anterior muscles to help prevent diastasis recti. Diastasis recti is very common in pregnancies. However, we can do exercises to help reduce the chances of you getting diastasis recti, and also if you do develop it during your pregnancy or during labor, is very common because of all the exertion. All these muscles that we're working during your prenatal classes are going to help bounce back with your core muscles so you can recover from it a lot quicker. Okay, the most important recovery part for diastasis recti is the first 0 to 6 months. We want to see the most gain and most progression in closing that gap. But we will talk about that in the 0 to 6 and 7 to 12 week postnatal classes. Thank you so much for joining me today, Mum, and thank you for moving mindfully with Rebecca Pilates. And I will see you in the next class. Thank you so much. Bye.